Attention, Texans fans. The team's backstage is boiling over, and this time there's no room for half measures or empty talk. A drastic decision in offensive leadership has shaken the foundations, while a worrying injury threatens the strength of the attack for the 2025 season. Rival reactions and fan expectations blend into pure tension, revealing uncomfortable truths about the team's ability to respond under pressure. Get ready for a straightforward analysis of the Texans' future. Welcome. Show your support for the Texans by hitting 100 likes on today's video. Starting with the Texans' offensive command, Nick Caley, the new offensive coordinator, arrived with a fierce stance and a clear message for the team. Discipline and mental toughness are mandatory to harness the enormous talent of the roster. Caley is not just any name. His experience with high-caliber teams like the Patriots and Rams raises expectations that Houston can turn its potential into tangible results. The firing of former coordinator Bobby Slowick following the loss to the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional round was a clear sign from management that patience had run out. Nick Caley stressed that precision in every offensive move is non-negotiable, aiming to implant a culture of professionalism and self-demand in the locker room. The pressure on this scheme is high, especially because quarterback C.J. Stroud, the team leader in back-to-back AFC South titles, needs solid support to surpass current metrics. Stroud finished the season with 3,727 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions, completing 63.2% of his throws. While his stats are respectable, the franchise knows that to advance in the playoffs, the bar must be raised. Besides Caley, the Texans reinforced the roster with new weapons promising dynamism. The arrival of young wide receivers Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel, combined with acquiring veteran Christian Kirk, broadens the offensive options for the quarterback. In the ground game, signing Nick Chubb, paired with Joe Mixon, formed a feared duo in the AFC South, capable of wearing down defenses and opening passing lanes. The hope for the 2025 season is that Caley will use these assets strategically, maximizing the team's potential. However, the Texans face challenges beyond roster construction. Developing chemistry between Stroud and his new receivers will be key to maintaining effective offensive continuity. The fans show enthusiasm but also palpable unease, demanding real results on the field to justify so many changes. After all, recent history demands it, and the team cannot afford to stall in crucial moments again. What we see is an urgent transformation in Texas, aiming to fix systemic flaws while handling the pressure to maintain a winning standard, especially after clinching the AFC South title 2 years in a row. The offensive coordinator will carry the burden of making the machine run smoothly, and his skill in extracting the best from his players will be tested throughout the season. With all these positive offensive moves, player health becomes even more critical for anticipated success. The recent news about running back Joe Mixon's injury reignites concerns that weren't fully dispelled since his signing. Mixon, a key figure in the Texans' offense last season, is expected to be sidelined indefinitely due to a persistent foot injury, casting a long shadow over offensive expectations for 2025. Joe Mixon, who surpassed 1,000 rushing yards in 2024, a milestone the Texans hadn't seen since 2019, was considered a frontline leader in the ground game. His absence forces an immediate reshaping of the running attack, spotlighting others like Nick Chubb, newly acquired and a 4-time Pro Bowler. Though Chubb's last season with the Browns was below expectations, his caliber still suggests he can step up as a Houston offensive cornerstone. Without Mixon, head coach and new coordinator Caley must rely on a running back group that also includes 4th-round pick Dameon Pierce, now on the physically unable to play list, and rookie Woody Marks, who impressed at USC with over 1,100 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns last year. Marks, promoted to the backup role, offers an explosive alternative, complementing Chubb's bruising style with a more dynamic approach on early downs. This blend catches attention as it could shape a running back by committee scheme, where versatility and style combinations compensate for the loss of a star player. Still, Houston considering possible veteran signings reveals uncertainty about relying solely on its current depth. Names like D'Ernest Johnson and Jeff Wilson surface as potential impactful additions, adding competitive urgency to the position battle. The situation puts the Texans at a strategic crossroads: trust the existing roster and chemistry or seek an external veteran to deliver immediate results. This duality also reflects pressure on coaching and management to maintain competitiveness in an increasingly tight AFC South division. The stakes for quick adjustments are high. Joe Mixon faces double pressure. A full and swift recovery is paramount for him to regain relevance, while the team must smartly manage his time on the field to avoid setbacks. Meanwhile, Chubb and young backs bear the heavy responsibility of a larger workload than initially planned. Mixon's injury update further exposes the Texans' roster vulnerability. Dependence on key athletes is a known risk in football, but how the team adjusts its strategy and maintains efficiency will define their 2025 campaign. Fans, attentive and demanding, expect swift and effective solutions to avoid losing momentum early in the season. Amid this storm of doubt, Mick Cayley must exhibit not only technical proficiency but leadership to unite a group shaken by recent turbulence. Enhancing the offensive line, optimizing the passing game, and managing the ground attack without Mixon are complex challenges requiring experience and bold play calling. The Texans' 2025 season promises to be a decisive test for coaching and players alike. Between Cayley's push for discipline and precision and attempts to overcome injuries weakening the lineup, Houston faces a tough road. Adaptability, strategic decisions, and emotional resilience will be crucial to transforming current obstacles into success. While Cayley's arrival heralds a new mindset and offensive overhaul, Mixon's injury risks setback, forcing the team to innovate and test its roster depth. This is the Texans' real challenge, sustaining elite competitiveness amid adversity. Final opinion: the Houston Texans stand at a defining moment, where strategic shifts and physical setbacks could shape the franchise's near future. Hiring Cayley as offensive coordinator is a smart move toward discipline and efficiency, but Joe Mixon's injury deals a significant blow that could upset offensive balance. Execution consistency and adaptability will be vital for Houston to turn potential into achievement. The pressing question remains whether the coaching staff is ready to face the hard realities ahead. And you, Texans fan, do you believe Cayley can make the offense operate fully even without Joe Mixon? Could the running back's injury be a limit to the team's ambitions in 2025? Share your view in the comments. We want to know what you think. Don't forget to like the video, comment your take with the whole fan base, and subscribe to the channel for exclusive content and in-depth analysis about the Houston Texans and other NFL teams. Total real characters, excluding extra spaces 9,176.